If your real estate sales business is not where you want it to be at this time of year, I would ask you if you're checking these three boxes. What's going on, guys? My name is Chris Elliott with the Elliott Real Estate Team based out of Glen Allen, Virginia. Today, I'm going to go through with you the three boxes that I look at my personal business to make sure that I'm checking, and that we also coach our agents through if their real estate sales businesses are not where they want them to be. So I've recently become a huge fan of Phil Jones, master real estate sales trainer, language communication trainer. He's phenomenal. Go binge his stuff. Go find him on YouTube. But one of the principles that I like that he talks about, or one of the mantras that he has, he always says, I've heard him say it in every single talk that I've seen, is we do the basics at a high level consistently. So let's break that down. If our business is not where we want it to be coming up on the middle of the year, we got to ask ourselves, are we actually doing the basics? Are we doing the things that we historically know create results? What are these? Are we doing the reach outs? Are we doing the calls, texts, emails? Are we following up on our leads? 8+ attempts for leads, not just one or two, and saying, oh, these leads are crappy. Are we staying in communication with our database, with our past clients, with our spheres of influence? Are we doing open houses on the limited number of homes that are available to actually do open houses? But hey, if you can't do them on yours, you might as well reach out to other agents to see if you can hold their homes open. Are we posting and engaging on social media? Are we studying the real estate market every single day, our local market, as well as the macro national market? Are we practicing our scripts and our dialogues, and are we putting out videos like we all know we should? Now, none of these things that I just mentioned are things that you haven't heard before. There's probably things that you've heard multiple times, and you almost don't hear them anymore because you just tune them out. You've decided at some point that, hey, I'm not going to do that, or hey, I'm already doing that. But my question is, if we're not doing it, why aren't we doing it? These are things that we know historically create results. These are things that we know that top producers across the board are doing to create results in their business. So if there's anything on that list that I went through that you're not currently doing, you really got to gut check yourself of, hey, do I really want to have success? Do I really want to create a career of this? Do I really want to make the money that I say I want to make if I'm not doing the basics? And the reality is all of the top producers are doing all of those things. So the problem is everybody wants the new novelty. They want the new shiny thing, but it's usually the old thing that we are avoiding that we need to start doing. Okay. So that's the basics. Number two is at a high level. So I would ask you, are you going through the motions, or are you bringing the energy and the focus that you need to every single day, or at least the majority of the days, to the task that you are attacking, right? We don't get paid for just going through the motions. We get paid for the results that we produce. To be able to produce results, we need to bring attention to the work we're doing. We need to bring focus. We need to bring energy to the work that we're doing, right? Are we taking the appropriate volume of action? So you could be doing the right thing, but you could just simply be not doing enough of it. So if you need a breakdown of how much action you need to take, I would highly recommend a program called CTE. This is something that we use in our team where you can basically break down, hey, at the rate at which I convert leads, how many phone calls do I need to make? How many open houses do I need to make? How many pop-bys? How many whatever? But you need to know, am I taking the right volume of action? And then last but not least, are you becoming a master of your craft, right? So the difference between okay and great is a pretty, there's a lot of distance between that, right? So I would encourage you to become a master of your craft so that you are doing the basics, but you're doing them at a higher level. And then last but not least is consistently. So consistency is the magic bullet. Consistency, if I can say it, is the secret sauce, right? Are you somebody that starts pulling back once you see results? So this is very easy to do this time of the year. I know I've been guilty of it personally in the past, especially as we head into the summer months, as the days are longer, the weather is nicer, the pool's open, vacations. It's very easy to get inconsistent. So I would encourage you to decide what days that you're going to work, decide what days you're going to be off or what times you're going to be off, work when you're supposed to work, play when you're supposed to play, right? And consistency is the only way to get better so that you can do those basics at a higher level. And then last but not least, you've got to learn how to deal with repetitious boredom. I remember I had a coach one time where I said, man, I'm just sick of doing the things that I knew were producing results, but I was just bored with it. And the reality is what we do is boring. Everybody that's successful at anything ultimately gets bored of it. You know, professional golfers, I promise you, get bored playing golf at some times. Professional athletes get bored at doing their, trainings and playing their sport. Musicians probably get tired of playing the same songs over and over. The reality is, though, that is where the big results are created. It's the mastering the repetitious boredom, getting used to being bored and figuring out ways that you can keep yourself engaged, keep yourself on the task, because we need to take a high volume of activity over a consistent basis to be able to create big results. So I hope this was helpful for you. If you got anything out of it, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, shoot me a comment. Let me know if I can help you. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day.